Hey goodies, today is a bit different because I'm sick, so my husband is holding down the fort for us. Normally we cook together, but today he's chef and I'm just the supervisor on the side. So for dinner we made some Chicago style pizza puffs. If you're from Chicago, you already know. Unfortunately, it don't hit the same where we live at now, so this was our attempt to get a little taste of home. So let's get into it. First up, he's cutting the bell pepper. You want them diced small because pizza puffs ain't chunky inside. Everything needs to be bite-sized so you get a little bit of everything in each bite. Them pepperonis I'm showing y'all, I found them cubed at Walmart, but honestly they were too big. They were more like chunks, and so I had to cut them smaller because again, you want small pieces, almost like dice, so they mix well into the filling. So we had to cut mozzarella too because I could not find pre-cubed mozzarella anywhere. So we just bought a block and diced it ourselves. Again, small pieces. I ain't never had a pizza puff that was chunky, and we ain't gonna start today. You want everything to marry and blend together just right. Now that the prep work is done, we can start cooking. In a hot pan, you want to add your ground Italian sausage. We use 2 pounds and I got it from Aldi's. Once the meat is added, you want to let it start to cook and start sauteing the green peppers in a little bit of butter. Well, a lot of bit of butter. It's a tongue twister. A lot of bit of butter, a lot of bit of butter. Let me quit playing. But you want to saute the green peppers so that they soften up. See, I told y'all, a lot of butter. Thought I was playing. I'm serious. Honestly, you can saute your green peppers however you like. Now that the green peppers are going, let them cook on low heat. And y'all disregard that pan, that handle been broke. Moving right along, you'll see him flipping over the ground Italian sausage so the other side can start to brown. As you can see, he added a little water to the meat as well. That actually helps break the sausage down so that it cooks evenly and get that fine texture. If you've ever had a real pizza puff, you know the sausage isn't in big chunks. It's almost like a taco meat consistency. You'll see him adding water to the green peppers as well. That's just to make sure that they ain't sticking and they get soft as well. While the Italian sausage is cooking, he's chopping it up smaller and smaller. While the Italian sausage is cooking, he begins to season it. He goes in with some salt, Italian seasoning, onion powder, garlic powder, and black pepper. He actually seasoned it a couple of times. Y'all, we want flavorful, delicious food. We are not a part of the blend committee over this way. He was a bit heavy on the Italian seasoning because you want it to taste authentic, right? So now that the sausage is fully cooked, you want to drain it completely, and I mean completely. If you leave too much grease in there, your pizza puffs can leak while frying. We ain't trying to waste all that goodness. After draining, the meat goes back into the pan on low heat, and then we add the sauteed green peppers. Mix the green peppers in, and then we're going to go in with a few tablespoons of minced garlic. And you want to mix the garlic in completely. After adding in the minced garlic, we're going to go in with the pepperonis that we diced up. The container of pepperonis was about 6 ounces, and I feel like that was the perfect amount for those 2 pounds of meat. And of course, you want to mix the pepperonis in really good, and you still have the eye on low heat. Now we're going to go in with our pizza sauce. I'm glad I bought 3 jars because I started to buy 2, but 2 was not enough. We ended up only using half of the 3rd jar. I think next time we're going to use a different pizza sauce because this is the one that we normally use when we make our pizzas. But the chef said he think it threw the taste off. I don't know. It was good to me. It tastes like a pizza puff to me. And my kids loved it. So I don't know. He the real chef. I just do a little 1-2 here and there. But you want to give everything a good mix together and let those flavors marry for a few minutes. Then remove it from the heat and let it cool for about 5 minutes before adding the cheese. Now that step is important because if it's too hot, the cheese will melt too fast and make everything messy. Now that we're a bit cool, you want to slightly fold in the mozzarella and Chihuahua cheese. And don't over mix it. Just fold it in so that it's evenly distributed. This is how your meat sauce should look, and now it's time to assemble our pizza puffs. Take a large burrito shell and place a spoonful of the meat mixture right in the center. And I'm gonna be honest with y'all, we made too much. We got 8 of them out of there and still have enough for about 5 more. But if you like leftovers or if you have a large family, 2 pounds will make a good 13 or 14 of them. And I told y'all this was our first time making these, right? Don't be like us because we kind of overstuffed them. I have no sense of portion control, so sometimes my eyes be like, that's not enough, and it always end up being way more than enough. But we always make some shake. We gonna always make it work. So back to the video. We gonna always work smarter, not harder, right? Make 3 of them at a time. After the meat is placed on the shells, you want to add in your mozzarella cubes. And now we can start wrapping them, make them into that pizza puff form. You want to fold in the sides first and add a little water between the flaps to help seal them. Then fold the top and bottom, sealing with water again. That water acts like glue. And see, I told y'all we added a little too much filling on some of these, so we had to adjust how we fold them to make sure nothing slipped out. But hey, as y'all can see, we made it work. None of them bust open, so that's a win. Once wrapped, you want to place them face side down and put them in the freezer for about 15 to 20 minutes. We didn't have no space in our freezer, so we had to use our deep freezer. But you want to put them in there so they help it firm up. That way they stay sealed while frying. Now during your waiting period, friend, go ahead and start cleaning up your mess. Ain't no need to wait until you're done to clean up while you can do it when you ain't got nothing else to do, right? I cleaned our big pan because we was going to use it again to fry them. To fry them, we use vegetable oil, and you only need enough for a shallow frying. But you can use the deep fryer if you prefer. You want to place the seam side down first and let them cook for about 3 to 5 minutes per side. And you want to keep an eye on the bottom of them so they don't brown too fast. You want to flip them carefully because grease is going to be popping, and you can't blame me if you get burnt. So make sure you're flipping them carefully, okay? Now some of ours tried to unfold, so we had to use a griddle spatula to gently hold them closed while they were crisping up. And luckily none of them bust open. So we'll call a spade and a win, right? Once they're golden brown, remove them and place them on a cooling rack to drain excess grease. As they came out of the grease, we added some lemon pepper seasoning to it. And now for the best part is we gonna plate it up. Go ahead, grab you 2 of them golden crispy pizza puffs with that lemon pepper sprinkled on top. Add some fries to the plate. And if you're from Chicago, you want lemon pepper on everything, okay? And be heavy-handed with it too. And y'all, dinner is served. We got a little taste of Chicago, a piece of our home. And even though I was sick, we still made it happen. And honestly, for our first time making pizza puffs, I think we did that. All right, y'all know what to do. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and we'll see y'all in the next one. Welcome to the Goodie family, and I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.